Good morning, this is Send 7, World News in 7 minutes. I'm Ben Mallett. Today is Monday, the 14th of October, 2024. Starting in Asia. In Lebanon, the United Nations has accused Israel of violations against their peacekeeping forces. The UN says that Israeli tanks burst through the gates of a peacekeeping force base yesterday. Israel explained the action by saying the militant group Hezbollah is using UN peacekeepers as human shields against Israeli airstrikes. Israel's Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, has called on the UN interim force in Lebanon, UNIFIL, to withdraw.
Mr. Secretary General, get the UNIFIL forces out of harm's way. It should be done right now.
The UN has 10,000 peacekeepers posted in Lebanon. Italy, Spain, and France all have large contributions of soldiers as part of the UNIFIL force and have each condemned Israel's supposed violations. In Pakistan, 21 miners have been killed in an attack on coal mines on Friday. Local reports say that some of the miners were killed in their sleep. The province of Balochistan, where the attacks took place, currently contains a separatist group, the Baloch Liberation Army, as well as Islamist militants. The Baloch Liberation Army has denied any involvement in the attack, which they have described as a tragic incident. Africa. Cameroon has made it illegal to talk about the health of President Paul Biya. There had been speculation about the health of Biya, who is 91 years old, during a recent period of absence. Authorities said that Biya was on a private visit to Switzerland, and that discussing the health of the president was an issue of national security. Kenyan athlete Ruth Chepngetich has set a new women's marathon record. Running the Chicago Marathon yesterday, Chepngetich took 2 minutes off of the record set last year. Chepngetich said that her time of 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 56 seconds was a, quote, dream that has come true. Europe. In the United Kingdom, Scotland's former First Minister, Alex Salmond, has died aged 69. Salmond was a leading figure in the Scottish independence movement. In 2014, Scotland held a referendum on whether to leave the UK, in which 55% of voters decided to remain. Salmond collapsed after giving a speech in North Macedonia on Saturday. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said that Salmond, quote, leaves behind a lasting legacy. Poland will temporarily stop the right to asylum in an ongoing dispute with neighbouring Belarus. Poland has previously accused Belarus of purposefully channeling migrants, mainly from the Middle East and Africa, over the shared border into Poland. Belarus and its ally, Russia, have denied responsibility for recent increases in migration into Poland. The Americas. In the United States, President Joe Biden has said a lot more money would be needed to repair damage caused by 2 hurricanes. Hurricane Milton struck the state of Florida less than 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene had done the same. The hurricanes are estimated to have caused $50 billion worth of damages.
This is going to be a long haul for total rebuilding. It's going to take several $1 billion. It's not going to be a matter of just a little bit. But we're providing now to make sure people have the emergency relief they need.
Venezuela has cancelled the passports of at least 40 journalists and activists, according to the Financial Times. President Nicolas Maduro has been accused of silencing critics since his controversial re-election in July. Maduro's opponent in the election, Edmundo González, remains in hiding in Spain after an arrest warrant was posted by the Venezuelan state in September. The government-controlled National Electoral Council has still not released the vote counts for the election. Maduro's government has not been officially recognized by the European Union, United States, and 10 Latin American countries. Uruguay will hold a referendum this month on lowering the retirement age to 60. The vote was proposed by left-wing labour unions, despite opposition from most of Uruguay's political parties. The vote on October 27th will need a simple majority to be passed. The possibility of pension reform has drawn criticism from some economists and been blamed for a 10% drop in the Uruguayan peso against the dollar since April. And in the United States, the company SpaceX has successfully landed a rocket back on its launch pad for the first time. The booster rocket was caught by mechanical arms on its launch tower, which is 400 feet tall. SpaceX has made it an aim to build reusable rocket systems. This latest success follows the company's first successful test flight in June, when a rocket returned to land safely in the ocean. This was SpaceX's 5th test flight with its Starship model rocket. That's your world news in 7 minutes. If you enjoy this podcast, please leave a rating and review in your podcast app. I'm Ben Mallett. Tomorrow you will be with Stephen DeVincenzi. Have a great day.